Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's character is going to be Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I've been a fan of the series since it came out. I watched Markiplier's playthroughs, and I am a frequent person watching the lore videos on repeat from MatPat. So Foxy is my favorite character, and I just wanted to do him today. So here we go. So I've already have my base on, and I'm not going to be doing a voiceover this time. I'm actually going to be telling you as I go, so please bear with me. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put on our brows. And so what we're going to be doing to putting our brows on, we're going to take some blue body paint, and then we are going to put that on our brows on both sides. And I'm just going and taking a angled brush, and I am dipping in. And then our next step is going to be to prime this eyeball. This eyeball is going to be black as our eye patch. So we're just going to take our white concealer from LA Girl and put that right on the lid, and then go ahead and blend that out. And now you're going to set the white, and I'm going to set the white with a white translucent powder from Sephora, and then I'm going to set my brows with another black Sephora from the Sephora Igloo little package here. I'm just going to set that using just normal brushes. And now we are going to be dipping into the Cyber Goth palette by Hellbite's Beauty. We are going to be going into the shade Trippy, which is this red shade right here. And then you are just going to be putting that all throughout the lid, and you're going to be making this V shape. Now we're trying to look for a Foxy type of look, so go ahead and generously put on that red. Make it as far as you want. Go ahead and bring it down. Go ahead and get that raccoon look. Go ahead and make it as dramatic as you want. If you want it more simple, make it a little bit more simple. For me, I like everything dramatic. The next shade, we are going into the Glamlite Pizza palette. As you can see, mine is very, very beat up. I'm going into the shade Marinara, and I'm just making everything darker in my life. Just following that inner V and everything, and making it a lot more darker. And now I'm going into the white concealer that I used to prime, and I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going over, and I'm just kind of patting it in because I don't want it to be like super clear. I just kind of want it to be like, you know, cut it, but I want it to like have a blurred line. I don't want it to have like a straight clear crisp line. I want it to have a little blurred line, and I'm going in a little bit past, pretty much the whole lid, but a little bit past here. Then I am going into and do a black shade. I'm going into the one from the Pizza palette, which is Black Olive, and you're going to see this shade a lot. Okay, so I'm just going ahead and putting that on where we just put the cut crease. And it can be messy, it doesn't matter, you're a pirate. It's okay if it's a little messy. You can just go back in with Trippy and Marinara and just kind of make it all match. And I'm also going to be going on this eye, and I'm just going to put it all over the lid, like all over. I'm trying to mimic an eye patch, so it's going to be in this circle. So what I found is just dragging it here, as it works, dragging it from the inner corner and going out this way. Works really, really well. Does I look like a Dalmatian? And now that you've cleaned up everything, what you're going to do is you're going to do eyeliner. So first we're going to start with the bottom, and I'm just using this normal crayon-y kind of thing, and we're just going to go into the water lines of both of our, and you can go pretty deep with this because you're trying to smudge it. You're basically trying to connect the black you put on the beginning of it to the black you put on the black you already put up there. So you're trying to like connect it. And then you want to do the same thing on the other eye. And then you're going to do the top eyeliner, and you're going to just I'm taking NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I am starting out with the wing. I'm going pretty big, and then I'm just how does one explain eyeliner? I'm just doing the wing. I start with the wing and then I come back. And then I'm going to go in the inner corner and bring it out and come back. I would definitely grab a mirror or something because it is really, really hard to do freehand. And there you go. So we're doing a cat eye because it's kind of foxy, yeah, kind of like that. And there we go. And we're almost done with the glam side. What we're gonna do now is we're going to contour. And I've been using this e.l.f. contouring palette until it's pretty much used. It's been very, very used. She used. And you're just gonna take normal fluffier brush and you're gonna go between your favorite shades. And you're just gonna do this side because this side is gonna be the horror side, and we'll get to contouring that later. Next we're gonna go into blush, and I am using, this is a Wet n Wild blush. And I'm taking another brush and putting it on the cheeks. And we're going to highlighting, and I'm going into this highlighting palette, and I'm going in between these two shades, these two pinky shades. And then I'm going into the lighter shade here, and I'm highlighting underneath the brow bone. And then kind of going in between here, being careful of our little other eyeliner thing that we have here. And then for the glamour side, you could pretty much call this, you know, done. Pretty much contouring the other side and, you know, call this pretty much done. Although we are really not done, are we? Now we're going to actually do a body paint of Foxy's face on this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer his face in here. But it's going to also look like a humanized person is being made into Foxy, or Foxy's becoming human. Like a transformation, so to speak. We are going to take red body paint, and we are just going to fill in Foxy's face here. I am taking an old a foundation brush, and I am dipping that into my red body paint. And don't forget your ear. And the reason I'm doing this with a brush and not a sponge is because I want it to look a little frazzled, because I want it to look like it's coming through. I don't want it to be a little bit messy. Now that you guys have an even base, what you're going to do is set it. You can use translucent powder, or you can use another eyeshadow. I'm going to be dipping into pepperoni for this from the pizza palette. And I'm using another old foundation brush for this. Now we're going to be doing contouring, and we're going to go back into the pizza palette, and we are going to be going into Glamlite olives. And we are just going to be highlighting our Foxy side. I mean, they're both Foxy, but this is the actual Foxy side. I'm going pretty exaggerated for this one, just because it is very caricature, so we want it to be very contoured. So the next thing we're going to be doing is our black outlines. We're going to be outlining our mouth, and we're going to be doing our nose, and we're going to be drawing the line to separate these things. And I'm going to, with the most precise brush I have, or one of them, one of the precisest brushes that I own. And I'm going for my upper topper lip. I'm going to end it where that contour is. And then I'm going to sweep back to the middle of my chin. And that's going to be my mouth. You can go as big as you want, and that's just how big you want me to go. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to put a line down here. You're going to be drawing a nose anyway for this, but I'm just trying to get that as straight as I can get it. I also have a blackness that I want to draw out right now. Foxy has a lot of missing pieces. And then go ahead and fill in all this, and then I'll go ahead and fill in all of these areas. Alright, and so now all the black is filled in, and then I went in and I shadowed with the colors mushroom and sausage. I just kind of dragged it out. I wanted to make it really dramatic and kind of like burnt almost, so I went pretty heavy with the shadowing. And then I also took the same shade that we contoured with to shade around the mouth for this here. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the nose, and we're going to be doing that out of black body paint as well. Go ahead and just look at your reference photos. Everything will work out, so yeah. There you go, cute little button nose, there you go. And then if you want to add a little highlight on that nose, go ahead and dip into your white. Go back in with the black. There you go, little black nose. Now that we have our nose done, we're going to go and we're going to draw in our teeth here. So we're going back into that white. And we're going to be taking our time with this. And we're just going to be drawing just triangle, pointy teeth. And then I just went in and I put some highlights around certain areas with that same white brush that you used to clean up the teeth and make the teeth with. And as you can see, it's starting to come together. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a snout. Now, you can either skip the snout or you can make your own snouts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to carve it in with white, and then we're going to put eyeshadow over it. Or you can take a kind of this, like your skin tone shade over here, but I wanted it to be a little bit more yellow for the snout, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to carve it out here using that white. So you're just going to go from the nose. Be careful of the mouth that you just drew, and then just go down. Then you're just going to fill that in. Make sure you keep the shading that you did with the mouth. And you see how simple that is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the shade from the pizza palette, extra cheese, and we're going to fill in on that white that we just filled in. Now that you filled in that extra cheese, you're going to make a black outline around it with your black body paint, and also you're going to go in with ham from the pizza palette, and you're just going to add pink around that. Now that you have that outline, you're going to go ahead and dip into you're just going to get a normal fluffier brush, and then you're going to go back into ham and you're going to put it on the outlines. A little nod to mango, but also it just gets it a little real, like a little bit more real. And then if you want to go back into extra cheese and make it more bright, it just gives a little ombre, gives it a little more cartoonish edge that I like. So those colors look great together, and it gives that little big popping. And now what we're going to do is we're going to shade outward this way. What we're going to do is we're going to grab another, just a normal brush like this, and we're actually going to go in with that same olive color here that we shaded with there, and we're going to shade around the snout this way. And you're going to go a little bit from, like a little bit out, you're going to leave a little bit of space, and a little bit of space, like not exactly on the line, but a little bit off of the line to give it that 3D dimension. And you're just going to go all around the snout. Alright, so off screen I actually just did an outline of white around the eye and then around the little gap here, and added more highlights in, just because I thought it would look more mask-like and more animatronic-like. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to add in the dots, or the little, the little whisker type of things. I don't really know how to describe it, really. I think they're whiskers. Pretty sure they're whiskers. Let's go with whiskers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a yellow body paint. This is by Tag. It's just a kind of a cheap little, I would say, but it works. I like it a lot, and we're just going to go in and we're going to put dots all around her face. We're going to put dots in the snout. And then you're going to put them here. Now with the beauty side, you can go further in because they're kind of going like freckles. Now we're going to go into black body paint, and we're going to go over the yellow that we just put in. You're going to try to put it near or around the dots you just made. If you think of the yellow kind of like a highlight, you're just going to try to put it like right next to it. And now we're going to go back into that yellow, and we're actually going to be coloring one of our teeth yellow because he does have gold teeth because he is a pirate. So we're just going to be doing one. I'm going to be doing this one. So a little tooth there. I'm also going to be doing this guy right here. We have our little face there. And if you want, you can just stop here, but I want to do something on my neck because it's pretty bare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little design that Foxy has on his chest, but I'm going to put it on my neck. And go ahead and use your reference photos for this. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to make it perfect, go ahead and go back in with that other body paint, and then go ahead and fill in that black. And now that you've filled in that shape, you're going to go in with the white and you're just going to make an outline. And now what you're going to do is you're going to shade with that same dark olive color around this area. This one right here, the one that we've been shading pretty much the whole time, the one that you become accustomed to, and the one you're just like, again? I'm like, yeah, again. And again, with shading, you're going to go pretty much a little bit past it, so it looks like it's popping out. And then to blend it in the neck, you're just going to go back in with that red shade, so that pepperoni from the pizza palette, and you're just going to go around it and you're going to shade and just blend it in, just like any eyeshadow or anything. You're just going to blend it in, and then that's the makeup look done. And if you want to add in some contacts, go ahead and do so, and go ahead and if you're going to make it last, especially if you're going to be wearing this to a convention or anything like that, you're going to want to set it. You're going to want to do a heavy setting spray, and I'm going to do Make It Last by Melania. Oh, and also if you want to add lashes, go ahead and do so. I added mascara off camera, and I don't want to put on lashes, and I don't think this look needs lashes, so I'm okay with mascara. So go ahead and shake your setting spray and go ahead and and then go ahead and... So I filmed this tutorial once before and I had to delete all of the footage because it was blurry, and now even in this video there's footage that's blurry. I'm not going to film this again. I am just going to pop on here and say this video is cursed, and I'm just gonna keep it blurry, and I'm just gonna show some of the photos that I took at the end so you can see the finished product. I'm so sorry again. I'm still in the learning process of this channel. It will get better. I promise. And that's the look, guys. So go ahead and put on your costume. I have my little claw, my sad floppy claw, and then your little face, and then there you are, and put on your little costume. Mine's a little, your little sweater here, and then your little ears that really do the trick, and then I put on a black wig because I figured there's a lot of red going on, but there you go. And that is the completed tutorial. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want me to do any other FNAF characters, and tell me who your favorite FNAF character is. Tell me how you guys are doing in quarantine, and go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it, and go ahead and subscribe for more out of this world makeup, and go ahead and hit that bell so you know when I upload. And with that being said, guys, I'm Katie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay healthy out there.